now, and I am now live. Welcome. This is kind of a test. Actually, I'm trying to see if this could be a way to hone in on my perfectionist skills when editing video, because if I do it like this, I don't have any opportunities to edit the raw material. So it's gonna be one take shot, this live stream, and let's see how it goes. Things I want to talk about today, and please, I have the chat open. Go ahead, write things, questions, ideas, stuff you need to get off your chest. Who knows? Perhaps I can help. And yeah, first of all, I want to show you this. This is the on-air sign. I just talked on Instagram about this a few minutes ago. It was actually my wife's idea to get a sign outside the door of the workspace to tell when I'm doing video filming or live streaming. She has a lot of great ideas. I gotta hand it to her. I did the design, but the idea was hers. So I thought, how could I make this using all my tools, that being the 3D printer and the CNC router? And it ended up with a couple of parts, some 3D printed parts, and of course the acrylic sheet, which has been milled along the edge here of the letters and these boxes I've made. So without further ado, we are going to make this today. We're going to assemble it here and try to fire it up and see if we can get it to light up. So do you post a video to learn how to get fingerprint? I already did that, actually. If now I can actually do some quality advertising. MBRad, and on my YouTube channel there is actually a video about how to make this DADSON PRUSA i3. There is actually one more at the other end, the other way, like that, the orange one. That's actually it's a spin-off of the original. Oh, and sorry if the reason I don't look at you now is I have Instagram here. It's I maybe have bitten over more than I could chew, but let's just go with it. But I'm rambling. These DADSON Prusas are actually a spin-off of the original Prusa, which of course is open source. So I just looked at it and thought that it's an amazing machine, but I had a lot of spare parts from when I was upgrading all my other printers at the time. Could I perhaps use some spare parts, buy a little more stuff, and then build a Prusa printer that works almost as good as the original? Of course, there is a lot of features I didn't get into it. So, but yeah, go check out my YouTube channel. And of course, I again will say, go to my live stream on YouTube now, where we will jump right over to this camera and start to talk about, just get this out of the way, and I will see if I can get into the screens. Yeah. Okay, so if you are, I will try to be careful not to miss any of the things you guys write on Instagram, but for sure I will see them if you come over to the YouTube channel, because I have my chat box open over here. So, okay, so this is the on-air sign on my Instagram from yesterday, I believe 2 days ago. Okay. And as I said, it was a fun little project where I could use both my 3D printer and my CNC router. Both pieces are designed in Fusion 360, which is the only designing software I use at the moment. I started out 4 years ago using SketchUp and used a lot of time getting to know that, and thought to myself, yeah, that Fusion 360, that looks very exciting. It looks let me try that. And then the learning curve was at the moment was simply too steep, which is also why I want to say that I have no engineering background at all. Although a lot of people ask me that when they meet me here or on Instagram, say, "Oh, are you an engineer?" No, I'm not. I'm actually just your average guy who have been doing inventions and DIY projects since I was actually since I was a little boy. I believe I was 7 when I had my first soldering iron, and yeah. But I didn't go the electronics way in terms of work. I went another way, but all the electronics I had learned at the time, or all my life actually, have of course made a big difference in my way into this particular life. So yeah, this is the sign we are looking at, and I have this top down. I hope you can live with this. Let me just see. It's let's put them together. I have power, so we should be able to see how it works. So the idea is simply to squeeze these in here. And before I go any further, think of the possibilities here. I can make signs with everything and just put some cheap LED RGB strips in and make, yeah, well, I'm not gonna say it, but yeah, all the people I'm on gift with, you know what you're gonna get next. So I unfortunately have misplaced the end pieces somewhere, but okay, like that. You can see we have the LED strip right down there. Oh, how to prevent these from twisting? Oh, yeah. Can I scroll in this? Because I don't see my chat here. No one said anything there. Okay. It's right here. Okay, I can see it's very clever that I printed this in white and have a white background. The next thing that I'm going to show you, which was both okay, but also not my idea at the moment, is that this white PLA will actually let light shine through. So all this will also be blinking red. So I'll show you that in a moment. Okay. Last time I tried this, I could actually assemble it. So let's see if we are lucky again. It's actually another very interesting thing about making stuff on two different machines, that even though I made this with I believe it was 1/2 millimeter of extra room in the ends here, it's so tight fitted. There you go. All the way into the, and look, we have our sign. Okay, now I'm going to lay it like this and show you this. When you buy these sets of LED strips with on your, yeah, everywhere you look, everywhere you buy them actually, they often come with a remote control, and I'm not going to use that, so I just took this little piece of PCB, and which is the control unit, and all I wanted to do is blink this red light, so I just put a little, can you see that? A little thing, a little, come on. Oh, this to just mount the, to just install the wires directly. It's, these pins are from some of the Arduino building kits I have laying around. So simple enough. We need power for this, and what should we do first? I'm gonna power this up. Okay, and no smoke at all. Okay. Ah, look at that, it's blinking. I'll show you. Yeah, I'm gonna turn off some of the lights in here so you can see it better. Let's see this light and this light. And how about this? So this goes outside the door, and if it was there at the moment, the whole family would know not to disturb me. Yeah, I am of course thinking of making this bottom piece here go to my CultSpace page. It's late here in Denmark. Yeah. What do you think? Go there. Yeah. Okay. Should we just let it sit here? We are on the air. Would be. Yeah, look at that. That's cool. Yeah, but as I said, I am thinking of putting it up on my. Yeah, there's gonna be some more on my page here, with along with the other models. I also have a Thingiverse page, and I don't mind the Thingiverse page, but lately they have had a lot of downtime, which is pretty annoying when you're a maker and a DIYer and building stuff. You just want to put it out there. So I actually have been using Cults a lot lately. Yeah. So what's next? The sign's working. I could talk a little about upgrading my OX, of course. My CNC router. I have some. If you have been following my different my two different accounts on Instagram, which I know you have, ask a question. You have seen these parts which are designed in Fusion, and the blue parts are printed, and of course the aluminum parts are milled out in aluminum. There is a couple of different pictures and videos on my Instagram page about this. I think, yeah, that one. Yeah, there's also a video here where I actually milled these parts out, learning a lot along the way. But as you can see, these sides are not very nicely milled because it has this annoying stutter when it runs. And oh, you can see my stream. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect anybody to look, so I'm happy. Mostly doing this for fun. So where was I? Yeah. So I'm trying to get when my machine runs slowly, it's kind of stutters, which makes these annoying parts here on the sides. And making it lead screw driven, I should be able to make. Well, it goes without saying that to move the same amount of millimeters, the motors, the stepper motors, have to spin more. Therefore, they have more torque in that way. Also, they can go slow and perhaps not end up doing these annoying rattles along the side here. You can see up here. So yeah, I'm very excited about this. Can I do anything with this image? No. The lead screws are in the mail, and the standoffs are also in the mail. I have over time gotten a lot of things different places, and I am not above ordering stuff from China because I use this site called Banggood, and I have never had any issues, and I have never had issues with if I didn't get my stuff. If I didn't get the things I ordered, I always got the refund. So, and I've been lucky a couple of times when I've ordered the lead screws from China, especially the ones on a stepper motor at the beginning. But it's very annoying to wait a long time, get them, and then they're bent like crazy. So I actually thought that I should support one of our Danish suppliers. So makersupplies.dk has supplied me with the 1 meter long lead screws, which they are actually 1 meter and 4 centimeters. So yeah, that's exciting. I will be putting them on as soon as possible. I'm very excited about that project. Also, I'm going to upgrade the stepper drivers with some external stepper drivers. How do you know that's better? I don't know that. I just seen a lot of people do it, so I thought, well, when in Rome, I guess you drink Rome. Yeah, so that's basically what's new here. Do I have any questions here? No. Go sends me a thumbs up. You get a thumbs up back. Oh, and by the way, I actually had this idea that when I did these live streams, I would, if anyone had an idea what we should make, I would try to make some simple drawing, and I would slice it up in a way that you could follow, and then I would start the printer, show you my Octoprint setup, and for the next time I would have this part printed, and then we could see it, talk about it. And if you would love to see how well these DADSON Prusas actually perform, well, that would be great to jump in next time we have this live session and see the parts. So what could we make that would make sense? Has to be something that's not too boring. Okay, I'm going to go on full screen here, and I know that I have one looking there. Yeah, perhaps that. What's a fun thing to make? Could we make like a cone of some kind? Yeah, let's just dive in and start drawing something. First order of business: create a sketch. Is what you do every time you wanna make something. I don't know why I do that, but I always start looking down from the front and along this z-axis, because I then picture the heated bed when I have to print it. But it's up to you. Let's just start by making a rectangle. 45. Okay. Yeah, I know what I can make. We're gonna make this stand out. E for extrude. I do believe it's also there. Press pull. 5. Yeah. We have a box. Okay, I'm actually thinking that perhaps I should make a kind of a monument to the first live stream I ever did, because I'm sure that if I keep doing them, that when I look back on this one, I would have a lot of laughs. So it could be fun to have some kind of little monument, a little trophy, if you will. It'd be fun to just put in that I had 2 viewers. But it was the best of the many I could have. So let's say this is the bottom piece. Yeah. Okay. We are going to make 2 feet on this, because my first live stream will be a long word. So let's diamond it in. Okay, so I'm going to remove this annoying light because it's blinking all the time. Could just turn it off. Do that. Okay, so I have made a body. This is a body. As you can see, it's all blue and nice. I am going to make a copy of this. Okay, I'm going to make a copy of this. I'm going to paste it right over here. Let's say we want it 125, like that. Okay, now I have two bodies. And I would very much like the text to be in the middle, like this, but on the middle of this is where I want to be. So I go up into construct, I use midplane, there, and there, and of course it's the same, but it's not always the same as the original origin. Okay, I'm gonna make that midplane. I'm gonna choose it. Gonna make a sketch. Now the sketch is along that plane. And remember, when you make stuff, design in Fusion, you will either draw on a plane or a face. So to make it simple, I'm going to look at it like that. I do believe I cut it, turn around 2 times, like that. Okay. Now my text tool, and I can't go. Oh yeah, there I can. I have help there, but over here I don't. Yeah, I also have one here. If I didn't have anything to help anchor to, I could use P for project, and I could project this and this. I have 2 things selected. And like that, now these projections are in my sketch, which is, it's almost the best feature about this software when you just are using it to make small stuffs like I am. I don't do giant things and things that and stuff like that. So let's just do something simple. My very first live stream on YouTube, and yeah. If you're watching and you think, why is he looking at another screen? I am also over at YouTube, on my YouTube channel. If you want to jump in there, you are very welcome. It's okay to stay here, but I have screens I'm showing. Okay, so I'm just gonna make it like that. Okay, I want to center it, and I don't like that font. Let's find something else. Oh, it's a nice font. There. Well, that's kind of cool. It's actually very cool. Let's go with that. I want to make something. I want to do like this. Yeah, that's helpful. Okay. Sorry about that. Now I'm thinking, could I remove these boxes a bit, or could I just like push it in. I guess I could. Like that. And how did you do that? Well, whenever you have selected a face, it turns blue. Whenever you have everything selected in Fusion, it turns blue. See? And press pull, -5 millimeters. Okay, that didn't do it. Yeah, it did. You can see the old sketch is still out here, but we won't mind about that for now. Let's see if we can. Is there a reason I can't explode this text? No, I can't. Sometimes when you try to extrude text, they do some funny stuff, and if they do that, if you explode the text, you can see why. This one doesn't have that problem, but some of the fonts go into each other, and that makes it very hard for the program to find out what the general idea is. Okay, I'm gonna undo that because then I can just select it, finish the sketch, select it, press pull, drag it, and it's going to give us a lot of bodies here. My very first live stream on YouTube. Yeah, so I think I'm going to make this into a wall plaque. So, well, these two I'm going to not delete but remove. Remember that we have this down here in the bottom. We have it recording everything we do, and if you delete something that then that has been used to form some kind of thing later in the drawing, you could really mess it up. So if you remove it, it does it the right way. So this is my very first live stream on YouTube, and it is actually. So we are going to make flag on the back side of this, which is conveniently right there. Let's see if we can find the middle. I'm sure there is some easy way. If I use the measure tool, which is I, and go from that part to that part, then I get a measurement right here, which when I click it over here, well, you can't see this. If I click it over here, it automatically saves it to my clipboard. So I am going to make a line that goes. First, I want to make a construction line. Those are the ones that can't be extruded, but are very helpful nonetheless. Go down to halfway there. Go in here, and now I know that the dimension, dimension. That's that one. Sketch dimension. This dimension is copy paste times divided by 2. Remember that, like that. Now I am in the middle, or should be. I'm not sure what we should call this, but let's just, for the sake of argument, call it 12. Like that. Okay. I am going to do another sketch. I'm going to do a rectangle with a center anchor. Okay. Now I can't extrude this because it's a dotted line, or what do you say? Not a dotted line, but a line that's not full. I can hold down Shift, select the 4, then I remove construction, and there you have it. Now I can do like this. I can press pull. I use a lot of helpers, shortcut keys. Now the program's first idea when I do this is, of course, to try to remove everything. This is one big knife, and I don't want that. So here over here in operation, I choose join, and now it's joining it together and making it all these bodies into one body with the plaque in the bottom here. Let's make it 3 millimeters the other direction, like that. My very first live stream on YouTube. Yeah. Okay, so now we have been using about 45 minutes. Yeah, should we just make this into an STL and then just gonna save it? My very first blah blah blah. Yeah. Okay. Super simple, I know. I could show you some of the stuff I made. That's not that simple, but I don't know. I'm just thinking, is there anything else we could do? Yeah, we're gonna make some S for tool, chamfer. I'm gonna give it some nice looking edges, like this, and this, and this. 4 millimeters. Yeah. Already it looks cool. You know what I want to make? I want to make the date, of course. We need to make the date. So we go into Sketch. Like that. I just need to check that my live streaming is going. Shoot. Sketch and tool for the date. Today it's the 7th January 2021, the year after Corona. Some kind of condensed, yeah, like that. There is a chance that this is actually too small to be able to make it look nice when we 3D print it. That is if we use the FDM printer. The resin printer would of course just, now I hope I can show you this. Huh. Now for this text, I am going to put it into the sign like an engraving. Just gonna Shift and hold and select the faces I want to push in. Finish sketch. Press pull. It needs to go on the negative side to go inside, so like that. Yeah, that's gonna look cool. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so now we could make some other little fun things. We could make YouTube and live stream stand out more. So I'm gonna choose press pull, and then you don't need to use if you can get it working, you don't Huh, that's funny. Let me try again. Press pull, and then you don't need to use shift as long as the... That's odd. Okay. Normally you don't need to do this. I need to use shift. I'm holding down shift now. You don't need to use shift when you choose the press pull tool beforehand. Okay, so we want to do this. YouTube and live stream should stand out, but the other two, we are not interested in letting them show that much. So we are going to put them minus, let's say 2.5. There you go. Now what we could do when we print this is, even if we don't have, even though we don't have I don't have a printer with more colors. I had one. It actually worked for some time. Then I disassembled it and built it again. And then it worked for some more time, a lot of time actually. Then I disassembled it and put it together again. And now it's a box of repair parts. So I only have a single filament extruding 3D printers at the moment. And you could, when you print it like this, layer by layer this way, and then you could, when these letters are done, you could shift the filament for another color, and then these two would be another color. I think I'm going to do that if I remember it. Okay, another thing we could make. Yeah, let's just for fun's sake make a hole to put a screw in. I'm gonna turn it around, gonna make a sketch on the back side, and I am going to find the middle, which is always indicated by a triangle. Gonna make it say 9 on the outside. I'm gonna do the hole. It's gonna be 4.5 like that, and I'm going to select that piece which is out in the open, and this time I want to make sure it always follows this plane. So I'm going to go, instead of distance here, I'm going to choose object. That's the object I want to find. Okay, and now my sketch disappears. Not to worry, because I need the rest of this. I go over and sketch, which is no problem because I don't have that many sketches yet. Like that. This chose, and then the other way, like that. Now we have something to hang it in. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to save this body. I'm going to give it a name. I could also make it into a component, but for now we're running low on time, so let's just do it like this. We will call it like that. Yeah. Right click, save as STL, like that. This is all the triangles it will be made out of. Okay, let's just jump it on the desktop like that, and let's put this down and this down and this down. Last thing we're going to do is to open the slicer software, remove those, and I am going to make it out of PLA Max, which is the profile I currently have on. So let's just import from the desktop, and there it is, and Control L, lay down, please. Yeah, I know it's a bit cheesy to make something like this for yourself, but nevertheless, prepare to print. 1 hour and 50 minutes. And when it's about, let's see, it's about 7.25 millimeters up, I need to put on another filament. Yeah, hopefully I'll remember that. Yeah, so I am going to put this into the printer. I won't bore you with this. You aren't going to see a lot of tedious work about this. I am going to show you one cool thing I have on my printers, and that is my Octoprint setup. Number 2, no, 3. Yeah. The yellow one, the one you actually can see behind me, is I'm not connected to it because it is turned off at the moment. Yeah, but I have all my printers in this configuration. I have an instance for each, so I can actually run my G-codes on 4 printers from one Octoprint. Chris's basement was actually where I got that idea. Amazing tutorial on how to do that. Go check out his work. Chris's basement. He can do some Linux stuff. That's amazing. Linux stuff, I think. Yeah, but going to this screen now. No one had anything to say in the chat. That's too bad, but perhaps next time. Okay, so this has been fun. It was a test. I showed you my on-air sign, which tomorrow will be mounted on the outside of the door. And I will be printing this this plaque we just made. Yeah, you helped a lot. And I'll show that next time. I'll also make some footage of it printing. And yeah, thanks for watching. As always, go check out my YouTube for more content. I have the entire series on how to build these DADSON PRUSA. And this was fun. I think I'm going to do it again. See you.